I want to go to the Middle East. There's a new conflict there every week. And then we still have the same saying here. We say, peace in the Middle East. Like, clearly not that effective. Right? Probably because it's not a great rhyme, right? Peace and East. That's a weak-ass rhyme. You know? I think we could do better. We should all go over there and do something fun, like throw a big barbecue, right? Yeah. A feast in the Middle East. Hey. That's a music video right there. Get DJ Khaled on it, you know what I mean? It's like, wugga, 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 wugga. Feast in the Middle East. Hey, no pork, okay. We can cook chicken or beef or any other beast in the Middle East. Yeah, you like bread? Bring some yeast to the Middle East. Kebab, get those grills greased in the Middle East. That's 4, I'm unstoppable. Don't bring your priest to the Middle East, no. You'll end up deceased in the Middle East. That's 6. You got to blend in, get those burkas creased in the Middle East. Stay fleeced in the Middle East. Don't buy a camel, get one leased in the Middle East. Let's get taken hostage, get released in the Middle East. When the puzzle is pieced and the fighting is ceased, then last but not least, we'll have peace in the mother wicked Middle East. Boom, there it is. 13 better rhymes, baby. Now put that in some pita, and that's a wrap. All right, thank you so much. I'm Sammy. Thanks so much.
Honest opinion, what was the worst genocide in history?
That's not fair.
That's not fair? Oh, hey. Let's not fight each other. Is there anything that I haven't talked about tonight you would love for me to talk about? Genocide, lovely, fantastic. You should be in every comedy show. You should attend more improv shows. Okay, well, genocide, clearly hilarious because everybody laughed right away. It's just one of the most hilarious. Yeah, for some reason, one person dying, not funny. 5 people dying, not that funny. Genocide, fucking hilarious. Anybody who's unhappy right now is thinking of a specific genocide. I'm talking about all of them, okay? One specific genocide is not funny. Thinking about one group of people is not funny. But when you talk about all genocide as a whole, it's kind of funny. Or do you like dark humor? Is that you're into dark humor? Or
I'm pretty drunk and I blacked out.
You're pretty drunk and blacked out. That's a very cool blackout trait. Because a lot of people wake up with their pants off in an alley, or end up sleeping with someone they don't want to, or end up cursing out their friends. But you just yell out genocide. It's a very dark form of Tourette's that you have. What's that?
This morning.
No, okay. Even though I was kind of joking when I said it earlier, I definitely meant that singling out one specific genocide is going to make this much worse. She's like, yeah, the one this morning. I'm like, please no, just please stop.
Somebody an orphanage came.
Okay, so you're going to keep going with this thing that I just told you is going to ruin the show. Okay. Yeah, and she's like, an orphanage. No, they were orphans. Oh yeah, that's great. That makes it a lot better. That's fucking awesome. Genocide. I don't back down from a topic. I mean, listen. The teacher thing, we're getting there. We're getting there. All right. Yeah. Are you a PE teacher? You're very fucking antsy. You're fucking, run that mile. We want that right now.
Now reading.
You're a reading teacher? That's the hard one, right? All right, kids, go over there, sit in the corner, and look at book. You teach reading all day?
Yeah, unless I'm having lunch.
Unless you're having lunch. Yeah. You're a cool teacher. That's a good point. What grade do you teach reading to?
8 to 10.
It's like a delayed middle school, is that what it is?
Actually, a lot of my students are Middle Eastern, and they read.
A lot of your students are.
Speak beautifully.
So it's not a middle school, it's a Middle Eastern school. It's a junior halal. Okay, I can say that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. They're mostly Middle Eastern students, and what language are they reading in? Arabic. Okay, so you're an Arabic reading teacher.
I teach them to read, write, and speak in English, but they come from places.
They come from the Middle East.
Read, write, and speak beautifully in Arabic.
Well, that's awesome. You're like, these people come from their native countries, and they actually speak their languages very well. They come to me to learn subpar English, but I'll tell you what, they speak a goddamn good Arabic, because that's where they're from.
Even though they're 15, we open the book this way.
Because you read the other way in Arabic.
The other way.
Yes. So, and the books are in English, so they open the book the wrong way, then flip it over, open it the right way. Step one, bring some nostalgia. Every time, like, oh, fuck, every time they forget, like, Khalas. Let's go back to genocide. I think we don't want to fucking... I've never been more eager to revert to genocide. Honest opinion, what was the worst genocide in history?
Congo.
What's that? Congo.
That's not fair.
That's not fair? That's not fair because I didn't let you do it? It's like, I want to talk about the one this morning. My genocide. My genocide is the best. What? Huh? There's so much genocide. So much genocide, so little time.
That was your favorite, Sammy.
My favorite genocide? I asked what was the worst. I'm not a monster. My favorite genocide. All right, does anybody want to help me out a little bit here and give me a different suggestion? What's that? Mental health, you know. My mental health is suffering right now. I need help. I'm officially checking myself in after this show. Okay. Well, hey. Let's not fight each other. Okay. We don't. You know, it could be your day, it could be your birthday, and you really want to talk and let it out. And you can. Yeah. I don't mean this at all about you, but if I did have a favorite kind of genocide, it would be that of hecklers. It would be heckler genocide. My favorite genocide is every time I masturbate. That's pretty much the one that's the one where I'm like, these Middle Eastern children that I lost.
Oh, no. Let's keep it nice and civil. That's not a great thing, though, right? They would not have liked this next joke. Did you guys hear about the Israeli pedophile that the United States let off? Yeah. I know, you're like, which one? The head of Israeli cyber defense, or as I call it, Iron Chrome, got busted in Vegas for soliciting a minor online. Literally the one thing you can't do in Vegas. In Vegas, you can gamble your life savings, you can drink in public, you can smoke weed with your hooker, you can gun down a famous rapper, you can have a random Asian guy dangling from your car window. You've seen The Hangover, but you can steal a tiger from Mike Tyson, etc., etc. But just stay away from the kids. Okay, you can literally bet on any number as long as it's higher than 18, is what I'm saying. It's like inverse blackjack. The police engaged in a sting operation and no music was made. That joke would have killed in the 80s. And in this operation, an undercover officer posed as a 15-year-old girl, which, let's face it, kind of a sweet gig, okay? And good for a cop, too, right? Same level of emotional intelligence. Yeah, totally. In the sting operation, 8 men were busted, including a pastor, shocking, and an Israeli official named Tom Alexandrovich, aka Peeping Tom, who is the head of cybersecurity for Israel. Yeah. So clearly we found a security flaw. Iran, take notes. You want to get in? Just pose as a 15-year-old girl. The irony, too, is that Alexandrovich was in Vegas for a conference about hacking. And ironically, he got hacked. So clearly not very good at his job. He needs to go back to school. Oh, wait, actually, no. No. He's a high-ranking officer. He had meetings later that week with the NSA, probably to spy on us more. And then he got spied on by the highest level possible, Vegas PD. He even had meetings scheduled later that week with the FBI. But he met him earlier, apparently. So they caught him, they confronted him, and he was like, oh, I didn't know her age. And it said 15 on her profile. He's like, yeah, I can't read numbers. They're like, why are you in Vegas, buddy? You know? The profile clearly said 15, and he claims he thought it was 18. It's very unlike an Israeli to inflate the numbers. Usually they play them down. But is that not ironic? The head of Israeli cyber defense turns out to be a cyber predator? Actually not shocking at all. When you're familiar with how Israelis do self-defense, kind of predatorial, you know what I mean? In fact, we're lucky he didn't molest the whole hospital because he said Hamas was underneath it. So they busted him. He basically said, well, this has been nice, but I gotta get my flight back to Israel. And the local police were like, we don't know where that is. You're being detained. And then he's like, actually, I'm El Salvadorian. They're like, get out of our country. Just kidding. The police were like, where's El Salvador? And then he's like, I'm basically Mexican. They're like, get out of the country. So Alexandrovich was basically like, I need to make a phone call. Somebody let the officers know. They're like, yeah, you can let this guy go. So the question is, like, who did he call? Ghislaine Maxwell? Better Call Saul? You know what I mean? Like, he got off very quickly. That's not a great way to say it, but they let him out. Which is fucked up, because people are now saying, like, well, 7 other people got busted in that operation. Why do you just care about the Israeli? Because he's the only one who got away. The pastor's not going back to work on Tuesday. The messed up part is that national media is hardly even covering this story. Literally only local Vegas media, because, you know, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Another messed up thing is, like, this is not the first time this has happened. Many times, law enforcement has busted a person for pedophilia, and then someone from higher up says, you gotta let this person go back to Israel. So my thing is, if you're law enforcement or FBI, and you're complicit in this, and somebody tells you, you gotta let this pedophile go, and you just do it without resigning and sharing this story with the world, you never cared about the kids in the first place. You literally either give up the badge and get on Joe Rogan tomorrow, or you are literally part of the whole scheme. You know? So at that point, you're basically Ghislaine Maxwell with a body cam. And she probably did wear a body cam, actually. So you're just Ghislaine Maxwell. And this whole time, we saw what's happening in Gaza, and we thought that Israelis don't care about kids, but apparently some love them. Like a bit too much, actually, a bit too much. Not your kids, our kids, America, America, America. America first, that's the oath of every Israeli pedophile, America first. So you're telling me that if a pedophile works for Israel, they have a get out of jail free card in America? Well, I guess we know what happened with Epstein. Sorry if that made you most sad. Okay, cool. Thanks, guys. Are you guys okay? Is everything good? Is everything okay? What do you mean, sure? It's great? Awesome, okay. Well, Free Palestine, yeah, of course. Well, no, I'm keep talking. Well, let me breathe, okay? I have a couple of very unhappy looking people in here. At 3:30 p.m. Okay? Yeah, it's almost sunset, guys. Perk up. On a Sunday, was that your excuse? What is that, the culture here? We just drink till we die on fucking Saturdays? Yeah! Yeah, pretty much it! Welcome to Australia, mate! I love how your guys' city names, you don't even like fully enunciate them. Because you have like Melbourne, but you're like Melbourne. You have Brisbane, we're like Brisbane. And you have Sydney, you're like Sydney. I'm going to Perth on Thursday, and I'm wondering if you guys just go call it. Yeah, kinda.
The other thing that's it's interesting about Australia is that the time difference from me to you, because I'm in California, so we're 7 hours ahead, but yesterday. That's why like there's this weird disconnect, because you guys are 7 hours behind me mentally, but already in tomorrow. That's why like I tell a joke and I'm like, they don't get it, but it's like you already heard it yesterday. Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. So yes. Anyways, great time to y'all. Hey, guys, my friends. If I can hear you, they can hear you even more, right? And so I think she was requesting that you guys. Oh no. Let's keep it nice and civil at 3:30. This is for the late show. But yeah, you guys are talking a bit much, so we're politely checking in. And if you need to guys have a conversation, feel free to go outside. Just want to make sure everything's okay. You good? Amazing. Yes. Amazing. Yes. Fantastic. Yes, probably what. Yeah, that's not a great thing though, right? What? What's that? It's not a great thing. No, it's not. Thank you. Yikes. That felt like my mom. Like, go on with your show thingy, whatever you call it. Man, you know, I always go to other countries and I'm like, dude, like I'm a really nice guy, I'm a really cool guy. Like, why do they hate Americans so much? And then I see another American. All right, now let's take it 7 hours back. Let's get back till tomorrow, Sunday. Because it's still Saturday back where I'm from. They don't even know what's about to happen today. So, if you've been following me for more than 2 years, which I know most of you haven't, but maybe one or two of you have, you know that I literally talk about everything. I can make hexagons funny, okay? But right now, obviously, I'm fixated on one subject because I want this madness to end now. And so, that's where I am mentally. I have been talking about this situation for many years, and people do ask me, because I've been talking about it for a very long time, and people ask me, they're like, have you ever lost anything for talking about it? And the answer is, I don't know. Because I never got those things anyways. And I think that it's really time to adjust this narrative that we say, if you speak up for Palestine, you'll be fired, you'll be suppressed, you'll lose your job, you'll lose your friends, you'll lose your family. These things are true. This has happened to people, but throw that narrative out the door and say, actually, if you speak up and do the right thing, good things will come for you, regardless of what you lose in the process. Okay? Because if you lose something, it didn't really matter that much in the first place, okay? For instance, I just got banned from a high school. Let me explain. I know some of you are like, more context, please. I got banned from a high school. All right. I got banned from a high school. They never went to high school. I'm
Jewish.
Oh, okay, that's fine. There's nothing. But we were never talking about you. You know what I mean? Like, dude, how hard is it to be like, I'm not a pedophile. I don't support pedophiles. Therefore, this is not about me. Okay. Okay, so anyways, they would not have liked this next joke. like that whole bit that we did about the pedophiles, like that was like the mild one.
And yeah, it's been an interesting show. We only lost 2 crowd members that I know of. What's that? Shout out to them. I thought you said send it to them, like send them the rest of the show. Be like, hey guys, I noticed you left a little early and you didn't see the rest of my set. Have you guys been to high school? I like how you guys took their seats so fast though. That was like, yeah, like I blinked at you guys were already there. Where are you guys from, by the way? Oh, you're from Yemen? Well, there you go. It's Yemen. Always the first to take action, aren't you? Yemenis, they see injustice. They see an opening. They're like, I'm going to seize that. And she brought her Somali friend, too. That's awesome. Shout out. Shout out. Yemen, Somali. Shout out. I love that. On the way out, she whispered into one of the servers' ears, she's like, I'm actually not Jewish. But it was awkward. It was like very awkward that happened. And then I was like, that's anti-Semitic. Here I thought, like I upset somebody because of like a religious association to an ethno-state, obviously. When it turns out she was just a dumb American taxpayer. And then the funny thing was they left, and then 2 Yemeni girls seized their seats immediately. Like, you can't make this up. You can't make this up. Yeah, so I call that story, All Is Well on the Red Sea. I was talking to my friend last week. My friend was like, man, I'm hungry than a motherfucker. I was like, what? He was like, I'm hungry than a motherfucker. I was like, who's this motherfucker? Why is he so hungry? And how hungry are you that you're hungry than a motherfucker? I think you mean hungrier. He's like, nah, man, it's a saying. Hungry than a motherfucker. H-U-N-G-R-Y. Then T-H-E-N. I'm like, dude, stop right there. That's your problem. You're mixing up your thens and nans. See, some of you were laughing. Some are like, I don't even know what the is going on here. What my friend is basically saying is hungry, then a motherfucker all of a sudden. Like, where did this motherfucker come from? What is his agenda? You have to finish that sentence for it to make sense, right? Hungry, then a motherfucker came through with some fries. Some of you are laughing. Some are like, this grammar joke's making me tired than a motherfucker right now. That can make sense. You have a guy sitting eating ribs, and his friend comes in like, hey man, we gotta go that MILF. He's like, hey man, I'm hungry, then a motherfucker. Nom 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 nom.